Good morning, children. Today we are going to see the continuation of the lesson from chemistry, lesson number 1, matter. In today's class, we are going to learn about what is conservation of mass. You all know that all substances are made up of atoms and molecules, and these atoms and molecules of a substance have fixed mass, and the total mass of the substance involved in a change should remain same, which means the state of the mass cannot be created or destroyed in any chemical reaction. It remains same. So this law proves that the mass of the substance remains same and it cannot be created or destroyed in any chemical reaction. And who gave this law of conservation of mass? Lavoisier. You have already learnt about the scientist Lavoisier in 6th standard. So Lavoisier in the 18th century gave a law which is called as conservation. In this law, he said that matter can neither be created. You cannot create any matter as well as we cannot destroy it, but we can change it from one form to another form. So the mass which is present in the matter remains same before and after any changes. Which means here first of all, what is mass? Mass is nothing but the amount of substance which is present in the matter. That is mass. So, a matter, any matter can be neither created. We cannot create it or we cannot destroy it, but we can change it from one form to another form. You can see in this picture, a wood is given here, and wood is having some mass or some weight, and when a wood is burnt it turn into ash. So the ash is having some weight. This both are one, the wood is changed into one form to another form. We cannot create this or we cannot destroy it, the matter. The amount of the substance which remains in this matter remains same before or after any chemical reaction. So this law states that mass cannot be created or destroyed in any chemical reaction. It remains same before and after the chemical change. It is not only fit for chemical change, this law is also same for physical change. So the law of conservation of mass is true for or fit for both physical and chemical change. Both the total mass remains same before and after the change. Now we are going to see what is physical change and what is chemical change. Physical change. A changes occurs only in shape and size. The substance remains the same. Such a type of change is called as physical change. For example, you can break the wood, or you can break the pencil, or you can break the chalk piece. Only the shape of its of this object gets changed, and the substance remains same. So a substance does not change in physical change. This type of change is called as physical change. And as well as according to the law of mass, there is no change in the mass of the substance when it is undergoes a physical change. And another example for this, a given mass of ice cubes on melting gives the same mass when it's become water. Now let us see what is chemical change. In a chemical change, the substance changes in a chemical change. For example, when you burn the wood, what will happen? The wood will turn into ash. So wood is different from ash. The substance get changes. So this type of changes is called as chemical change. The substance undergoes a change is called as chemical change. According to the law of conservation of mass, in chemical change also the mass of the substance remains change before and after a chemical reaction. Dear children, for example, burning a piece of paper. So mass of a paper. So that is the piece of paper. During this process and during this chemical reaction, the mass remains the same before and after the chemical reaction. Here the mass of the paper is taken as the reactant which is going to react, and when the reaction occurs, what we are going to get, that is the product. So when we burn the paper, oxygen is necessary for burning. So when we burn the paper, while burning the paper takes up oxygen from the air. After burning, the paper turn into what? Ash, and it gives carbon dioxide and water vapor. So carbon dioxide and water vapor is the product. We get it from the reactant. Reactant is what here? That is the paper. So here the substance of paper turned into ash. So this type of change is called as chemical change. Here one substance is changed into another substance. So such type of change is called as chemical change. So while such type of changes occurred, mass the mass of the paper is equal to the mass of the ash, carbon dioxide and water vapor. So the mass remains changed according to this law. So in this way, this law of conservation of mass proves that during a chemical change or during a physical change, the mass of the substance remains same. So matter cannot be created or destroyed during a physical or chemical change. Thank you children. This lesson is over.